Welcome to Drum and Drummer, a podcast focused on drums, drumming and drummers. I'm George Pickering and that's Ben Winty, and we are both professional drummers in this business we call music. So stick around and join us as we pass the time whilst trying to stay in time.
There was one that ate a pigeon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you see that video in Brighton? It was like, it swallowed it whole. It was like glugging it down. It's fucking it's mental.
Welcome to Drum and Drummer. George, my boy.
Hello.
How
Great
you doing?
voice
All right, mate?
already.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done with the numbers thing now. Not doing the 108. No, definitely not. No.
Nah,
it was funny.
So. It was good. It served a purpose.
Yeah.
What more do the people want?
I don't know. What do the people want?
What do
Doesn't
the people
matter.
want? Not this.
This is no.
No, they've been actively saying, stop.
Yeah.
Stop doing this, please.
And we've doubled down.
And we will.
4 years.
Yeah. And we'll do 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
To really shove it to the man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the phrase. You're 40 now.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Yes.
Did you have a good
I turned
birthday?
40. I did, thank you. Had a nice birthday, yes. I turned 40 on Sunday, just gone. Very nice, yes. You know, they say, they say life begins at 40. It didn't. It started when I was born. But they also say, when you get to 40, that's when your body starts aching and your knees. No. You see, the trick is
Way before.
Yeah. Early 30s, it started collapsing internally.
Yeah.
When you see that scaffolding in a hurricane, that's like my insides, and you're like, that's going over. That is fragile.
Yeah.
That is fragile. Tumbling. Yeah. So rickety. So one of the first things I've got to do now, I've turned 40, is not the finger up the anus.
No.
Although, I tell you what, I got really excited yesterday because I got a message
Speaking
on my
of that.
phone from my NHS app. Your GP has sent you a message.
No way.
This is it.
It's just an emoji of a big finger. And a peach.
Yeah. And the poo. No.
That's what I'd be worried about.
But
Anyway, carry on.
yeah, that's what I am worried about. Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor goes, oh my God, that's...
What are you eating?
I've been a doctor for 20 years. That is awful, Anyway.
No, it was a message just about something else. But the first thing I got is on Friday I'm off to Southampton to the Spire Hospital to have a consultation about my back. So going to start hopefully making headway on a resolution to, as I say, the physical problems that I started well before I turned 40. But I had a lovely birthday, thank you. So I had a gig in Peterborough the night before. Marquee in the ground. It was amazing. Elton Hall. This huge, lovely building. Marquee on the grass. And I don't get it. There's a bit of me that's like, paying all that money. Marquee in the garden. Portaloo.
Yeah.
But great load in, load out. And I took a little video. Kit to van. One foul swoop. Gig was fine. The band presented me with a little chocolate cake with candles, 4-0, just before, at the end of the gig. But it was an 11 p.m. finish, so we were actually on the road. I think we've set a record. We've set a record, right? We finished playing at 10:56. Right, finished playing. Last tribute and drove away at 11:21.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 25 minutes from last note to on the road. That's good, isn't it?
That's quite nice.
Good.
Yeah. Was that Wonder Year?
Yeah.
So you had Big Elliot with his arms lifting 2 speakers,
throwing speakers in a van. Yeah. But it was the obviously the Ben 40th birthday party fun bus on the way home. Obviously a few weeks ago, back from Nottingham, they all fell asleep and left me to raw dog the M1. I was not going to let that happen this time. My partner had Elliot provided donuts and sweet treats from an artisan bakery in Emsworth. And he sang me a song from Hercules.
Great. Of course he did.
And my partner had prepared a birthday party playlist, which started with disgraced pop star Michael Jackson's song Ben.
Great.
And then a selection of my favourite songs from my past and present. So that was nice. Yeah, and then the birthday itself, so I was very tired.
Well, you're 40 now.
Well,
forget the gig, you just be tired in general. And it will keep getting worse until you die.
I am fucked. Lovely days. Opened some lovely presents. Got some lovely Lego. Went. Watched some. I got a new PlayStation game, so I played that for a few hours. New Indiana Jones game, very good. Watched a bit of Arsenal, and went out for dinner with my partner and my mum. Very nice
Lovely.
day.
Brilliant.
Lovely day. We got a guest, Tom Earl. The other half of James Gillingham.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, they're not together, but business-wise,
I've not heard they're not together.
Well, this is true. They are going on holiday together without their partners. So,
and they live in Brighton. They are the co-owners of Groove Garden Studios. So we spoke to James a while back, before Groove Garden was a thing.
Yeah, way before.
Yes, they are building a sort of drummers retreat, a drummers selection of rooms.
It's not abroad. It's not in anywhere nice. It is Portslade Industrial Estate.
An industrial estate.
I think the word retreat makes people think of sandy beaches.
Yeah.
But no, it's right behind PC World. But anyway.
Handy, if you need
Very handy. I did think when I went to see it the other day, I was like, do I need anything from PC World? Because I am here now, Bought my telly there. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Well, we did talk to Tom about this in the show, if I didn't cut it out. But a quick chat about Josh Freese.
Oh, yeah.
The big Freeze, the Iceman. Obviously posted the other day that Foo Fighters gave him a buzz and went, "You're out."
Yeah, see ya.
And it's caused quite the stir in the drumming / music community. But what I'm sure many of you have seen his post about the news of him being receiving a call, no reason given, you're out of the band. So obviously, Josh is such a highly respected drummer. Credits list as long as your leg.
As long as you did.
Some people say arm, but your leg's longer than your arm. Unless you're Michael Phelps.
Yeah. There's a woman at work who has an insane arm span, So we always get her to do the crates, take the crates upstairs, because she can do about 8
natural selection.
Yeah. So I struggle with 5. Anyway, that's besides the point.
But what we didn't mention was Josh then followed up his post with the top 10 possible reasons Freeze got booted from the Foos. Yeah. And these are great, and I'm sure you've seen them, but I'm just going to read you my highlights. Once whistled my hero for a week solid on tour. I think that's good. Metronome-like precision behind the kit deemed soulless.
Yeah, I love that one.
And I like that one because that's the sort of thing I'd write. Like, if I got fired from a band. You know what I mean? If one day you let me go, it'd be similar. People go, why? Oh my God, why have you got rid of one of the best drummers? Again, never even once tried growing a beard.
Yeah.
It's just some
I remember
some good
2
stuff.
words, polyrhythms. That was a good one.
Polyrhythms, yeah. Yeah, it's good because it's one word as well. So. But yeah, very interesting sort of saga emerging.
Well, it is a saga. It's it's not the first time Dave Grohl, we don't know the man, but has done something like that where, I mean, if you read his book, the kind of vibe is his mum very early on was like, you got to do what's best for you, Dave. And then he left Scream to join Nirvana. And then the rest of his book is a lot of the kind of the same thing, Sax's drummer, It was even, not to get personal, but I remember there was a big story about how he phoned up a girl that he'd been dating for years and said, I'm done. because he wanted to have sex with Winona Ryder. I think that was the, fair enough.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm sure she
It's the
understood.
90s. Yeah.
It was the 90s.
Exactly.
Yeah. Different time.
Yeah.
Although she still looks good.
Yeah. This is it. Wonder what you're going to say. I had no idea what you're going to say.
Neither did I. Maybe I took the lighter path.
Yeah.
That
I thought you were going to talk about his baby out of wedlock.
Well, I mean, he's clearly had
He's had a tough few years.
Tough few years. But I'll tell you one thing. I was looking at Josh Freese's discography. Obviously, played for big bands, Perfect Circle. Is it the Vandals as well?
Yeah.
Done lots
9
of
Inch
tours.
Nails.
9 Inch Nails. But one thing I looked through, and I was looking through his extensive discography, and one thing that I went, because I'd heard stories like he'd played on songs that he can't even remember he played on them, and he'd hear something on the radio and be like, oh, I think I drummed on that, And one thing I saw, and I was like, oh, that makes sense, is he drummed on Avril Lavigne's stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, because the Middle 8 and Skater Boy is weird.
Yeah.
But such a cool beat.
Yeah.
And there's lots of other pop stuff, and you're like Kelly Clarkson. And I'm like, oh yeah, Since You've Been Gone, drums are great in that. Katy Perry, yeah. So you're like, yeah, fair play. Anyway, let's jump in. We got Tom Earl, the Earl of Tom, on the show. Let's get going, shall we?
Yeah. Enjoy.
Here is our chat with Tom Earl. Tom Earl.
Yeah.
Welcome to Drum and Drummer.
Thanks for having
First
me.
question, are you or are you not an Earl?
Oh, good question, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is. Actually, I don't know if it is, because I don't know if the surname Earl comes from being an Earl in previous life. I don't think it does, because I reckon
wanting to be an Earl.
Yeah, that's what it is. I reckon one of my ancestors were like, I want to feel important. So when they're making up surnames, because no one had surnames, did they? Like way back when, the Earl was the title, wasn't it? I don't know when surnames became a thing, but
It's like Gabby King.
I was just going to say that one. Yeah, exactly. Someone in her family went, I want to be a king, and
that's
no
it.
one believes me. Yeah.
I think that's what happened with my family. I don't know who that first Earl was, but God bless him.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Well, Pickering, there's a town up north called Pickering, and maybe someone was from there, and people kept going, where are you from? And he was like,
yeah, because that was it.
I keep telling you.
Like with Smith, wasn't it? They were all Smiths, like blacksmiths.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't think of any others. Chippy.
Well, isn't it like the one where
Mike Chippy?
Johnny Podcaster.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I was just trying to think of more.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know Smith, but I think that's where it's come from. I heard something the other day actually as well. It was quite interesting. So pigeons, how they've got like really horrible feet. It's
no idea where this is going.
It's because of their wee.
Oh, really?
So apparently their wee is really acidic. So when they pee on their legs, it destroys their feet.
Wow.
Did you know that? That's mad, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, I've seen many a fucked up pigeon leg in my time.
Yeah, and I thought they were just, coming from Brighton, obviously, that's the staple, isn't it? The pigeons and London, maybe the UK in general. UK cities is just pigeons. But I always thought they were just diseases. But no, apparently it's their wee.
Wow.
I know.
That's quite an evolutionary flaw.
Yeah, well, I don't. Yeah, I wanted to look into it, but I haven't had time yet. But I wanted to know if it was like what they're eating or the drinking these days has made
James, I can't build the studio today. I've got
things to do.
I'm investigating pigeon piss.
Well, let's look it up now.
That's it.
Pull it up. Why do pigeon piss is acidic?
Yeah.
Let's just very quickly.
Have
a quick look.
Hey, I'm all for this because then this two birds with one stone. I've done the podcast and I've done my research.
The nitrogenous waste from amino acid metabolism is made instead of uric acid. I'm already lost.
Which is incredibly corrosive.
Nodded as if you know what that meant.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, this is going great. So
yeah. I don't know how these usually go, but I did listen.
Pretty much like this. Yeah, there's usually a chat on pigeon.
That's good.
And then
Yeah, we like to start with animal facts.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, my only bird fact, and I think this might almost become common knowledge now, is seagulls live 28 to 30 years, which seems like a long time.
Do they? Yeah, that's longer than what you would think, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so there's some seagulls that have been knocking about since the 90s in Brighton, you know?
Wow.
Which is weird when you think of it. You know, they were all at Fatboy Slim's concert on the beach, you know.
They all voted for Blair.
Yeah, exactly. Saw 9/11 happen.
Yeah. Do they all live that long though? Really?
Wow, this is it. Yeah,
I reckon there's not
long?
that many 23-year-olds.
And on a diet of chips as well. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I've seen what they eat and stuff.
Chips and KFC.
I reckon a super healthy one can. I don't reckon the Brighton ones do. Or maybe they do.
I think they do out of pure ruthlessness and grit.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
determination.
they're sort of like Keith Richards. Like, how are they still alive?
That's
like,
very true. Yeah.
Don't stop, you know?
Smoking cigs, eating cigs. There was one that ate a pigeon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you see that video in Brighton? It was like, it swallowed it whole. It was like glugging it down. It's mental.
Glugging a pigeon.
Yeah, literally. I've never seen that before, but that was, insane.
Just to clarify, it's a seagull eating a pigeon.
Yeah. Yeah. A whole pigeon.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't expect that.
Have you not seen the video? You got to see the video. You check it out after this.
Pull that up. Let's watch the video.
Do you have a guy who does that? Because these things that you do, don't you?
I always,
is there a producer on screen?
We have 2 minutes of silence and I cut it out.
Okay, that's good.
I like to say it sometimes.
Well, this has all been useless, so this whole bit's gone.
Well, Ben and I thought, do we discuss this thing that we're going to talk about next in our intro, or do we include you in it? What are your thoughts on Josh Freese?
Oh, wow. Yeah. I
heard
think
all about this.
Yeah. How have you not heard about it? I think being a drummer,
that's
like, it's everywhere in every conversation you have with a drummer. I think it was pretty ruthless. I feel like they should have given him a reason.
Yeah.
And even if they're bringing in Taylor's kid, surely they would just tell him that. I don't understand the secrecy. He's the drummer. He's not going to say anything, is he? I just thought it was a little bit ruthless from like, it's probably Dave in it. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, I don't know. Like, even I don't care about people getting replaced and stuff, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know how friendly they were with each other, but you'd think there'd be a little bit of nicety or like you could tell what's actually happening instead of just like being, no, sorry, that's it. We're going in a new direction. It's mental.
Definitely. Yeah, after 2 years on tour, you'd think. I don't know.
Yeah, and he's like great as well. He's like amazing.
He is.
So it's like, what more? I don't think they would get another drummer. Like he's not like he's not good enough. It's just I don't know what it is. You don't know, do you? What goes on behind the scenes? They all might fucking hated each other or something. I don't know. You don't do that, but it's probably Taylor's kid. He's 18 now, isn't he? Did he turn 18 recently?
Yeah,
it's probably it.
I mean, that was my first thought.
Yeah,
that would be Shane. But I guess we were talking about it at a gig on the weekend. You know, Josh is so good. He's obviously to write that statement he did and post it, and then subsequently the follow-up humorous 10 reasons why Josh Freese has been kicked out of Foo Fighters. There's obviously some bitterness. There's obviously something that he's not like.
Yeah, the joke
he's not hopefully cool. 100% cool with it. And
I agree. I think the joke is, when he was, I don't think he's happy, is he, with the decision, but he's taken it quite well, which is good, I think.
Yeah.
Making it lightheartedness, isn't he? He's got loads of jobs.
He's too good. He's too busy.
Yeah, that's
maybe they just want someone who is 100%
locked in.
Foo Fighters, and Josh is like, no, I'm still.
Who was the original drummer in Foo Fighters who got kicked out?
William Goldsmith.
Was
that knowledge?
Wow, that is good knowledge. To be fair, yeah, he could be coming back for all we know. Probably not though. He didn't get on with
Definitely
Dave.
Not.
I mean, it could be one of us.
Hey,
could be one of.
You know,
come on now.
Yeah,
I'm free, Dave. If you're listening, does Dave
But
Grohl
it's
listen?
funny because well,
pretty sure it does.
The people were saying it could be Rufus Taylor, Roger Taylor's son, but I don't think. No offense to Rufus, but I think Josh is. I think once you've had Josh, is there anyone better as a rock session
No.
drummer.
I mean, I think Dave's not had a good year. Is that fair to say?
He hasn't.
And has shown his ruthlessness in the past.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's his project. I think it
Sort
always
of
has been.
missed because Dave Grohl, I think one time was known as one of the nicest guys in the industry.
Yeah.
Like
that's
he couldn't do anything wrong, could he? And it's weird to now see it's flipped quite a lot this past year. People have started to see the cracks and things are starting to happen. He's a
I think it's that thing where you're at such a high place in terms of revered that it's like when you drop, it's like you'll really drop. You know what I mean? Like if it had been
Just
another
look what
rock
we did
star,
to Britney Spears.
Yeah.
We built her up, but then we tore her down.
That's the same.
Yeah.
We're doing it with
When Dave Grohl shaves his head and smashes up a car at a petrol station,
that's it. The media's got to him then.
we've done it. We've cracked him.
Yeah.
But I think he's always been ruthless, and I think it's that thing. Like, not that he's a billionaire, but all these billionaires and these wealthy people, they don't get that wealthy without being a cunt.
no,
You just can't do it. You have to exploit people, and you have to be so kind of almost self-centered and
Cutthroat, don't you?
cutthroat
industry, innit?
And when you eventually dilute James's shares in Groove Garden, like Facebook,
Yeah, well, I've already
and
it.
you push him out.
I'll
you're
just say
sitting
to
on
him, Dave Grohl did it.
Yeah, Dave Grohl did it first.
What do you want me to do about this?
Yeah. And so, surely it's going to be the same with bands at that level of success, or to get to that level, you're going to probably have to be a bit of a cunt. And if Dave hadn't kicked that drummer out in the early days and re-recorded everything, would they have got where they wanted to be? He's clearly got a vision, and maybe because of Josh's standard and his fact that he's played for everyone and everything, maybe Dave just wants someone who's just going to do what Dave wants him to do. And Josh is a bit more like, nah, you're all right. I'll keep touring with other acts and keep doing this stuff. But you don't know.
Mad one, isn't it? Oh, I like your jumper. I've only just seen. Is that a jumper? I like that. That's like old school.
Yeah,
Tesco value.
And the fact that I can see through it really means it is.
I can see your skin color. Yeah. So.
Yeah. You see any? There's no nipple showing through.
So talk us through that, George,
I used
quickly.
to wear a pair. I once got some Aldi shoes from work. Not from work, that I wore to work from my old job. You know, in the the Aldi bins where they just sell like tents and shit like that. And they were selling Aldi shoes, and it was 10 quid. And I was like, I'm going to get these. And they're actually brilliant. And then I kind of became known at work as the guy who wore supermarket clothing. So then someone at work got me this Tesco jumper.
I see the connection now. Yeah.
So, you didn't buy it?
No, I didn't buy it. Most of my clothes I just get given, or I
How much is that? I want to know how much how much value. All right, I'm looking it up. Jamie,
well,
pull
after
it
I've
up.
worn it.
Jamie, pull it up. Yeah, where is this guy? He's slacking, man. When you said Aldi shoes, I thought you meant Aldi like branded logo on the side.
Yeah.
They do have the logo.
I wonder if I could find a picture. This was years ago though. If I can, we've never had a podcast this chaotic. I think, but I'm enjoying it. It's
Do you know?
like,
Right.
You're just
do you know,
searching on your
George?
phones.
Is the jumper actually made by Tesco?
I think,
Or
I
is
think
it-
the person bought it in Tesco.
Okay.
Oh, I could also send you this. I'll send this to you, Tom.
Yeah. What is it?
This is a mug that I got. from
Is it
someone at
Sainsbury's?
work. I'll send it to you, Ben, as well.
Oh.
You just need some Sainsbury's trousers, George.
I like that. Do you film this? Is this recorded? Can we show
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
so people can
There you
see
go.
what we're looking at? There you go. It's on my
Ben
screen.
can see it.
Yeah.
So people can appreciate the baldy,
I mean,
the
we'll put it
baldy
into a
mug,
clip. Where is
which is two jokes really, because you like supermarket stuff
Yeah.
and you don't have any
I'm
hair.
bald. Yeah.
Yeah. It works. It really works. George, did you say someone at work got you that mug?
Yeah.
Someone at work got you that jumper?
Yeah.
Friendly bread people.
Yeah, I
No,
think
this
someone
is my
likes
old
you.
job.
Oh,
No, this is the children's home job. Still trying to find the shoes.
Friendly care home people then.
Yeah. Sorry.
You just buy presents for each other at your work. That's so nice.
I did buy, someone a book actually that
Ah.
said they like reading. So then he bought me the mug. Or maybe
Is it
the other way
like,
around.
was it like how to be a better coworker or like
Something like that, yeah.
How to report sexual misdemeanors in the workplace.
How
So you
to
bought them a
spot
present, and they bought you the
I
mug.
can't remember which way. No, I think he bought me a mug, and then I was like, "I'll get you some."
Then you were guilted into buying a book.
Very much.
abuse.
Right, I will find these shoes before we carry on.
Yeah, that's fine,
I
mate.
don't know how much of this podcast is going to
You
be
do.
usable.
You're the
We've got.
one edit-
I think
you're
we've
the
got
one
a couple
editing
of
it.
minutes usable at the moment.
Yeah, you have to edit it. So
Yeah.
Who does the editing anyway? Is it both of you? Or?
Ben.
Nah.
No, absolutely not.
And you're
I don't
on
even
the-
know how to turn on a Pro Tools.
It's a bit like me
Oh.
and James. James is a Pro
A
Tools.
Pro Tools.
So-
A Pro Tools.
You get one Pro Tools per download.
Where did I buy these fucking shoes?
James is the
I don't
more
know.
technical one, to be fair, in our
Is
partnership
he?
as well. Yeah, he does all the social media. He's good at it as well, to be fair. It's more the video editing stuff I find quite hard. I also find it just doesn't interest me whatsoever.
It's tricky, isn't
well,
it?
should-
Because, I do it for our wedding bands, begrudgingly.
Hmm.
I do it, a bit of my own stuff, and just it takes so much time. And a friend of mine is a carpenter, and he puts all these videos up of him doing the work, and you're like, is that it now? Do you have to do it
Mm.
to
I think you probably
succeed?
do. Yeah, I think it's probably like a must, isn't it now? Social media, even if it's like the shorts, like you said, like builders are doing it, plasterers are doing it. It's free marketing, really, isn't it? That's the thing. So are you silly not to do it, or do you have to do it nowadays if you're starting out? I don't know. Maybe a bit of both. I think it's just if you can do it and you have the time for it, it's probably best to do it. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to, because the more you get your name out there, isn't it? The more people are gonna come to you and use your business or hire you to do a job, or because obviously the Groove Garden stuff is all a byproduct of me and James as drummers as well. So that highlights your own career in amongst the Groove Garden. It's the same with people who's coming to use our space and the people hiring out the rooms. It's like they'll probably do some posts about where they are and they're at Groove Garden and they're doing videos on Instagram and TikTok. And I think the name slowly gets out there, doesn't it? Because it's like, especially if we try and make the rooms look really nice, people will just come in and they'll have the videos done, and people will then just search, where was this done? And then more drummers. That's the idea, is to get as many drummers into our building as possible.
Well, should we explain for the listeners what Groove Garden is?
That would
Yes.
probably be good, to be fair, wouldn't it? Because they're probably
Yeah.
thinking, what the fuck is this going on about?
And then I'll
Drum
send a picture
studio.
of the shoes because I found it.
Have you found it? All right. Do you want to start with the shoot? No, we'll start with Groove Gardens. All right, Groove Gardens Studios is a new drum studio in Brighton. Me and James Gillingham have set up because we got kicked out of our old place. We tried to find another small studio to play drums from and teach and record and do our band rehearsals. And we couldn't find anywhere. So we had to go big, basically. So we've got a big unit. It's going to be 6 rooms in the unit, mainly drummers. And there's going to be, so like the highlight, I would say, is the downstairs, because upstairs there's 3 rooms, but it's all monthly let rooms. So we just got drummers keeping, like they pay a monthly rent and they can just do whatever they want upstairs. The downstairs are all the hourly let, and we're going to have 2 little drum pods, a bit like, like Berkeley have their drum things. Have you seen videos on them? They're just tiny.
I know of it, yeah.
Yeah, tiny
Is
little
it where
drum
you can
rooms.
just rent out a room for a bit and then...
Yeah, literally rent out it'll be hourly, but there'll be like little rooms big enough for a kit and a chair, but they'll have like the ring lights on the wall, they'll have phone mounts on the wall. We want to get EAD 10s on the bass drum hoops, so you can literally go in there, plug in your laptop, and then it's like you're just ready for content, you just record whatever you want, or grades, right? So we teach, so it's like if people want to record their grades or do anything basically content wise, we wanted 2 rooms dedicated for drummers to do that, because I would love that when I didn't have a room. Well, I don't have a room at the minute because we're still building it. And then we'll have 1 live room downstairs for bands and stuff, just because I think that makes a lot more money, like having like bands come through and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be hopefully a really cool space. We're still building it. We're about a month away now from the whole thing being done. Upstairs should be done next week, which is quite exciting. But yeah, the whole thing should be done in a month. That's what we're hoping for anyway.
Do you have any fail safe for issues when you're not there?
Yeah, this is the thing. So we've got, obviously when we're not there and if there's an issue, we're going to have a number that you ring that will come through to me, James, Tony, or the other people who we deem responsible, basically, who can run down. So it's nice that we're all local. Like I said, I live like 2 minutes away. But yeah, it'll definitely have some teething problems, I think, because I think everything does, doesn't it? You get to it, you're like, oh, this is how it's going to work, and it's like, oh no, that doesn't work. So then we'll have to change. I mean, it's all going to be quite fluid, I think. And at the start, we will be there the whole time, probably. I don't think we will, especially the first half a year before everything's up and running, because you've got to think, you've got to set the alarms when people are not in the building. You've got to have CCTV. You've got to make sure the doors are closed. Like all this, like admin-y stuff. It takes a lot more money and it takes a lot more time to set up, I think. But once you're there, it might take a year. I think once you're there, it'll be nice to see it running, and we could both go on holiday at the same time. Do you know what I mean? That's like the dream. If we can both go on holiday and we can leave someone as like
together or separately?
Yeah, together, obviously.
Together,
yeah.
Like a celebration holiday
without our partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they could look after it while you and James go on holiday. Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. Because we'll go surfing.
Laney and Maddie.
Laney and
Maddie have to take over whilst you go to Ibiza.
Yeah.
I got a question. So I viewed the studio and it's lovely. And upstairs, as you said, you've got 3 very generously massive rooms. Was there a temptation to like make them smaller and just, I don't know, rather than make 3 rooms, make 9 and they're all small, and then try and make more money?
Well, yeah. The thing was, so me and James needed a big room because he likes to do his band rehearsals in our room, so it needs to be big enough to have a band in there. If we do sessions and you want to fit more people in there, and you got your plugins and hardware and a little desk, like to make it a space, a working space, not just a drumming space, basically. And then the 2 other rooms, they are really big. We didn't think, in my head, I don't think I thought they were going to be that big until they were built. But when they're up, you're like, oh, this one of them is really big. But we always thought, because they were going to be money-wise a little bit expensive, we were like, okay, we're going to try and get people to share the rooms, and it would be nice, and it'd be like a community, and I think it will be like that. As people come and as people go and leave us, people will come in, and there might be 4 people to one room at one point, or there might be 1, or do you know what I mean? It'll change and adapt. And the problem with the small rooms as well, actually, because you want an air gap, don't you, between the rooms, you start to lose quite a lot of floor space the more rooms you have, because you suddenly have, I don't know, a foot air gap, another foot air gap, another foot air gap, another foot, and then suddenly it's like 4 foot that is gone. Because you want them to be isolated. We never wanted a place where you could hear the person in the next room breathing. Do you know what I mean? Or like, or moving around. They're like, the rooms upstairs they're like crazy, like how soundproof we've gone with them. We've gone for like one, like it's double skinned on the outside with soundboard, and then you got 2 skins of soundboard on the inside with a layer of tech sound. So altogether it's like 5 layers with a massive air gap in the middle with rock wool and all the insulation stuff we use. So hopefully, we don't know yet, obviously, until you're in them and playing, and then everyone's in there playing drums. We're hoping they're going to be really good. You're going to be in your own room, and the person next door to you isn't going to bother you whatsoever.
Yeah.
Even if they have a whole band and they're playing super loud.
Yeah. Because that is a thing. The place I'm at the moment, before I even walked into the building the other day, I could hear a drummer. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. Yeah, outside that building, you just hear it, don't you? Because it's like the rooms aren't soundproof really at all. No. They're just,
I think it's just plasterboard, and that's it.
Yeah, because you actually saved my life that night when I used your space, because I've been bouncing around. I've been bouncing around from studios trying to do my lessons and other bits, and you let me use your place, and a band started up about 10 minutes before I was about to finish, and it was fucking, it was mental. Without headphones in, it was like they were in the room.
Yeah.
But
it's why I want to come to Groove Garden.
Yeah, there you go, mate. You got to come. It'll be sick.
What have there been any surprising challenges in setting this up that maybe you didn't foresee?
I think I don't know. I think I knew it was going to be hard, and it is really hard. We've actually been really fortunate though, because Tony, who's like the silent partner in the business, it's me and James who are directors, and we own the business. But Tony owned the last studio we were at, and he sold that place. But he is like a tradie by trade, so he knows builders, electricians, plasterers, plumbers. He knows everyone. He even knows the guy that we're buying all our supplies from, like wood and plasterboard. He's like a friend of his. So without Tony, I think this would have been so much harder, because he's just pushed this so fast. And the builder we have, Warren, is an absolute maniac. He's done like, he was there, you know, Great Escape. So last weekend, Saturday night, he was there till 2 a.m. in the morning. And he got blocked in because next to our unit is I don't know who they are. I think that's something audio, but basically they supply the Great Escape and all the festivals. And obviously Great Escape ended, so they had like trucks coming down, getting rid of all their audio gig. And he got blocked in, and he had to go over there. And he was like, "Can you let me out?" And he is quite I don't know. He's a funny guy, obviously. And then they were like, "Well, what are you doing here?" He's like, I'm a builder. I'm building a music studio across the road." And then we're like, 2 a.m. He was like, "Yeah, I just build it." He just comes in and like, he doesn't sleep really. He just
Didn't James say, it was one of you that said
you don't become a billionaire without exploiting people?
You don't.
Yeah. Didn't he say like he's a full-time builder, so he does his jobs in the day, and then when he finishes work, he comes to your studio and carries on working?
Yeah, that's it as well. Yeah, so he builds for a living, you know. He's like a chippy.
He fucking loves building.
He just goes to his site in the day, and then he comes to us around 4 o'clock, and he stays till 8 most nights. The weekend he does like massive days. He'll just come in super early, leave around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but then he'll come back at 10 o'clock at night and then do till 2 a.m. He's got some weird hours in him, but he gets
what's he doing
done.
between 2 and 10? What's going on there?
Sleeping probably, I reckon, or seeing his
Probably.
family, because he has got a big family. You do need to see your family at some point.
I was just about to say, I must be single, you know.
No,
he's just out there shredded.
No, he's got like 4 kids or something.
Oh, that's why he's working all the time.
No, that's it's expensive.
Sorry, I've got to go.
Got to work, love, so I can't take them swimming.
No,
Groove Garden need me.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, it's just got to get done. And
You're
we're like,
blocked in again. Yeah. Blocked in again.
Yeah, he's a funny
By
guy.
a music festival. Yeah, I'm sure.
He just drinks. I don't know how he does it. He just drinks like orange squash, Monster energy drinks.
There's some people like that.
House building trade is run on Monster.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's just caffeine. Isn't it?
There's a new guy I work with. So I work part-time at a bakery, and there's a guy who started working there, and he does the shift after mine, so he starts at like 7 p.m. and might leave about 2 in the morning. And he asked me, he's like, "What else do you do?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm a drummer. You know, I do this to a bit of cash." And I was like, "What about you?" And he was like, "Oh, I fit wardrobes full time." And I was like, "You're here?" And his excuse was, he was like, "Yeah, well, you know, I do 9 to 5, and in the evenings I'll just be sat on my phone, so I may as well work." I'm like, "You don't have to." So now he does like, 9 to 5 somewhere in the country fitting wardrobes and packing bread all night. But I'm like, how much money do you? I don't know. Surely you're going to burn out, you know what I mean? But
yeah, you don't. I think you need to enjoy life, don't you? What bakery do you work at, by the way?
Flower Pot.
Ah, very nice. Which one?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, Ben's already bored. I've talked about this before.
Have you? Just tell me, because I just want to come in and get some bread.
No. Well, yeah. If you ever want any bread, or anything, I can give you some. I've given bread before. Basically, I work at the bakery.
If you want well-bagged bread.
Yeah.
Well bagged.
George bags it.
You bag it. You don't bake it.
He doesn't.
No, God, I'm not an actual baker.
You can't give that man the responsibility of heat
He just
and raw ingredients.
Oh, but you said you were a baker, didn't you? Did you say you're a baker?
Yeah,
Did you?
He never says he's a baker.
Oh, no.
He says he works at a bakery.
Which you assume is a baker, right? Because
he lets you.
Yeah, he lets me decide.
Think he's got some artisan skills.
To me, there's no other job in a bakery, is there? Is there? I don't know.
There absolutely is. Who's slicing that bread? You know,
I'm bagging it.
Is that
and if people don't want it sliced,
and then hope it just stays sliced, you've got to bag it up, baby.
that's
Yeah. So anyway, it's in Fish Escape, and all the
Oh,
baked
okay.
goods for all the flower pot and half the Brighton cafes, to be honest, comes out of that place.
Oh, so
So
it's not a shop. It's the
no,
it's the
it's
place they
literally the
bake it.
headquarters, the bread quarters.
Is that what they call
Love
it?
No, but it's good though, isn't it?
I mean, why is their business not called that? Do you know
I
what I
once
mean?
did a gig
Bread
at
quarters.
Dreams, the bed shop, and
Wow.
it was a gig that you gave me, Ben. Do you remember years ago when you were building the studio? And it was a Cajon gig. It was a Christmas party. I don't know if you remember this. It was Victoriana. Anyway, you're like, I can't do it because I'm building the studio. But I turned up to Dreams, and their headquarters is called the Bed Quarters, and I was like,
Oh, that's cool.
of course it is.
Love it.
You know?
Yeah.
Dreams.
says
Why
it
dreams
in
at a
the
Christmas? Oh, was it Dreams Christmas party?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
what's the question?
Like, was it the Dreams staff Christmas party?
Yeah.
Oh,
something like
okay, that makes sense. Not just someone hiring out Dreams for their.
No.
I think they all get an
Exactly.
early night.
Yeah, they
Like,
just
Yeah,
go to
it's
they
probably
will go
party
to
finishes
bed.
at 9. Just
Oh, that's gonna be quite nice, wouldn't it? Little Cajon playing in the background, all just sleeping in all
Yeah.
the beds.
Yeah,
Valerie,
that'd be quite cute. Yeah,
did you do Valerie on the Cajon?
probably.
Yeah,
Probably did Valerie,
but that was
which is
sick.
weirdly quite a hard song on the Cajon because it's not
Yeah,
hard, but you
with
know,
all those
fast.
bass
You're like,
drums.
yeah. What do I do? Do I try and do the bass drum rhythm, or do I just
Yeah, you got to
do
do
the
the bass
same
drum
beat I've been
rhythm.
doing for 2 hours? Anyway, are we done?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know how long these things last for.
It's quite long, but I also feel like
That was long, was
Ben
it?
have we missed anything out?
I don't think so.
I think it's been pretty. This has been the most podcasty podcast I think we've ever done.
Oh, that's
very
cool.
casual, very
I like
nice.
that.
Yeah. I said to Ben, we don't need to plan. It's
No.
Tom Earl. He's chill.
Well, we've both
and
met you before, which that's really
doesn't
rare.
always happen. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
rare? Is it?
I'd
Yeah,
say
which
that's
is
really rare.
surprising
Yeah.
because I don't know that many people, but I've met both of you, which is great. Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, we could finish up with a bit of your drumming, like what you're doing at the moment, drum wise.
Yeah, just
Also,
oh,
I do
wow.
have a little quick fire question round if you're interested.
Oh god, then why not? So drumming wise, I just played Great Escape with Cows and Ellie Pepper. This weekend I've got a wedding to play. That's it. Just recorded another session for this girl I record for in Thailand, which was really
Nice.
hard because I don't have my studio. So I was trying to do it. I actually did it at the new place, but I had like, you know, the bags that Rockwall come in, like those massive plastic bags. I baffled around the whole drum kit, and it was just in this lively, like concrete room. It sounded okay actually in the end, but it was like the most horrible thing I've ever done because there's like dust and like you got bits of rock where your skin was like itchy. It was definitely not worth the money, whatever she was going to pay me, £1. But yeah, that's me. That's my drumming. And yeah, quick fire questions. Go on. Let
Well,
me have them.
this was something I sort of wrote ages ago, and I just wanted to get to know Tom Earl, the Earl of Tom,
Oh God.
a little
Don't
bit
know
better,
about that.
and I probably could have put more thought into this.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 2 options.
Go
Don't
on.
think about it. Just tell me which you prefer.
Oh wait, hang on 2 seconds. I just got to pay for my parking, so I want to be fully locked in. Here we go. I've probably got a ticket. That's terrible news.
Low on battery.
Here we go.
Okay. Wood tip or nylon tip sticks?
Wood
Clear or coated skins?
coated,
Hard or soft cases?
hard soft. I've used those ones. They're fucking good, aren't they? The Pro
Ah.
Protection Racket.
That's what I've got, the triple
Hard
A's.
soft. Yeah, they're just the best, aren't they? If I could afford the whole set, I would have them, but they're the best.
Zildjian or Sabian?
Zildjian.
Evans or Remo?
Oh, that's actually quite hard these days, isn't it? Probably, yeah, I don't know. It was always Remo, but Evans are just way more durable, aren't they? So for the studio, I use Evans, but for my personal kit, probably Remo.
Hot rods or brushes?
Brushes. Oh God, I hate a hot rod. Worst thing ever. What are they for? It's just horrible sounding. It just sound horrible on everything.
In-ears or a wedge?
In is
Single kick or double kick?
single.
Felt or plastic beater?
Felt 100%.
So Brighton.
Yeah.
Coke or
that's
Pepsi?
just- Coke.
Ketchup or mayonnaise?
Ketchup.
Curry or Chinese?
Curry.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Messy.
There we go.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
That was
good.
cool.
Yeah, wicked. Love that.
Yeah, hot
Perfect.
rods. Yeah.
They don't sound. I get it for low volume gigs. They're like, can you use hot rods instead? And you're like, yeah, okay, fine. But I've never heard them sound that great because you hear a lot of the wood, the little bits of wood coming together when you hit,
snappy,
don't you?
little snappy.
Yeah. On the snare, they don't sound good. I think cymbals actually they could sound all right. I just think drums on the.
I think they sound good on a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they do sound quite nice, don't they? But on the drums, I just think they sound because you're better off having like one of those big like broomsticks or brushes or something that gives you more of the, that noise that you want, like the whippy. It's just too close to the drumstick that you could just use a drumstick. The hot rods, in my opinion, I don't want to have a go. Anyone who uses them all the time, but I don't know anyone who uses them all the time.
No.
George is like, fucking hide the hot rods. Just back at
Absolutely,
the sofa, tuck them back down. That's all he uses.
I do hate it when
hot rod Pickering. As they call it.
Oh, is that what they call it? Oh God, sorry.
When people say, "Oh, it's a quiet gig, so use brushes," I'm like, "Do you mean hot rods? No one's actually doing a gig on brushes."
You mean I'll just fuck off?
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather do the gig on brushes than hot rods. 100%. Whole kit, brushes.
What would you rather do?
So quiet, but
a gig. Well, this is a silly question for Ben, but you, Tom, a gig on hot rods or electric kit?
Oh no, that's terrible news, isn't it? It would have to be
good. I like that.
Yeah, that's a great question. That should be like a question you ask everyone.
Yeah,
I think
put
it
that
comes
in.
on.
Add
Yeah, that's what I add. Oh, what? I don't know. It would have to be hot rods, wouldn't it? But that. Then I just wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do either.
Option C, step it out.
Step it out.
Yeah.
James?
That's the. No, because he hates it more than me. I've never known a man to hate doing a gig on because I still do gigs on electric kits and stuff, and a lot of the theatre shows I do, they are on electric kits because obviously the pit needs to be completely quiet because there's microphones on the bassoon, and do you know what I mean? Like they can't be dealing with the drum kit down there. So I use my electric kit quite a lot, to be fair. Oh, maybe I should say electric kit then. Yeah, I'm going to change my answer. Electric kit, not hot rods. That's it.
Yeah.
Write that down. Put it in the book. Jamie?
Put it in the show notes.
Yeah. At least you know where you are, electric kit. At least you know that is it.
Yeah, you know the limitation of it, don't you? It's just there. You hit it. You have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
You go home. You get paid.
The hot rods on an acoustic kit is a bit like frying bacon, and it's not quite done.
Yeah.
Like, I can nearly eat it, but I can't.
But do you think you could play as quietly as hot rods? Because I think I generally could just play quietly.
Yeah, I think I could.
I don't need
I'd also get carried away.
I don't think I need that hot rods to.
I do think, and I've seen you
me.
playing, Tom, and you're obviously a fantastic drummer. And I think someone like you knows about control and dynamics. I think the whole hot rods brushes thing is because there's a lot of drummers that have no, I don't know
what to play, just play quietly with drumsticks.
Yeah, they don't, and so they have to say, okay, bring brushes. It has to be brushes because
they absolutely smash the shit out of the kit with the brushes on, and bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. There should be a disclaimer when you get like gig details for it. Be like, right, play brushes if you don't know how to play softly, but if you're an all right drummer, bring sticks.
If you can play quietly, because it's weird to play quiet, isn't it? It's a skill that you have to learn. I try and get my students to do it. We do a song, even if it's like, No One Knows by Queens of the Stone Age, like a classic drummy song. I'm like, now we're going to do it as quietly as you possibly can. And it's so much harder.
Yeah.
But it's such a good skill. Any song, just pick whatever song you want, or like your favorite song that you think really well, and then just do that, but do it like really quietly. I think that's such a useful skill.
Without slowing down.
Yeah, without messing up, without everything.
About losing any energy.
That's it. Yeah,
exactly. Hard. Tom Earl, the Earl of Tom. Who is your favorite delivery company and why?
My favorite delivery company. Oh my god, I don't know. What do I get delivered? Royal Mail, because I'm the Earl. It has to be the Royal Mail, doesn't it? I mean, I don't really get that much delivered. I don't want to say Amazon because I don't know, they do too much in my opinion, but they are good. They are probably the best. But I'm going to say Royal Mail out of spite.
I think the one thing for me with the Amazon at the moment is where I am now in the new house on the route. I'm late in the day.
Oh, they don't get to you, do they?
Don't get to me till gone 5.
That's not good.
And it's not good for me who works evenings.
No.
But not for long.
No, yeah, you'll be there all the time. So Amazon guy will get you. You need to have like one of those little. Actually, that's good about this new place. They have they take all the parcels in for you as well. They have a concierge.
Ooh.
How sick is that? Yeah, so
Very
the
cool.
parcels all get delivered to the main bit, and then they put it in a little cubby hole for you, and then you go in and you just like, hello, flat 9. Oh, I shouldn't give out my details. I'm not actually flat 9. Is there some weirdos that listen to this?
All our listeners
come
are
and kill
weirdos.
me in the night or something. All your listeners are weirdos, yeah.
And we love them for it because we're just the same.
Disclaimer. Yeah, just drummers, isn't it? I guess. Well, actually, what if there's not a drummer who listens to this?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of people listen for the general chit chat.
Yeah, I like that.
And then
That's
hate
nice.
when we have guests on. So
Do they? Oh, great. That's
so they'll
good.
skip this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Tom Earl, who the fuck's that? No, not listening. Skip. Next episode. What was your last episode on?
I mean, it's never really a theme. It's
was
just
there
sort
not?
of I can't remember what.
I reckon there was a theme, an underlying theme.
What was the last
We
one
talked about
called?
the New Zealand rides, the Carope,
Oh yeah, we did, yeah.
Well, the really expensive ones.
really expensive ones, and
They are expensive.
a wedding I did where I'd stopped playing because the guests were being cunts.
Oh, yeah, I've had one of them. It's weird. Yeah, you get a lot of that, don't you? Is it from drunkenness or were they just rude? Yeah, it's usually alcohol, isn't it?
Drunk,
That gets
entitled
people.
pricks.
Yeah, it gets people riled up, doesn't it? It's mental what you see. Puts you off a little bit, don't it? When you gig late nights and you see like how bad people get. Like when you do Molly's in Brighton, Molly Malone's, and it's open till like 4. If you do that 2 till 4 set, the stuff you see in that depths of the night is just, oh my god, it's horrible, really, isn't it?
It does make you question your decisions.
You love it, dear George. Yeah, that's you.
Oh,
That's
George
George.
loves
You
the
there every
chaos.
time.
George embraces the chaos.
It does.
They because Molly Malone's becomes the only pub to go to, doesn't it? After a certain time, and no one's in a good state between 2 and 4 if you're out.
No, on West Street as well. So it's just
that's
mayhem everywhere. Yeah, hen do's, stag do's. It's it's mental.
Where can people find you, and where can people find a Groove Garden studio?
Instagram's best place, I think. I'm Tom Earl, and Groove Garden Studios is Groove Garden Studios. I think it's in my bio as well, but yeah, Instagram's the place. We haven't actually made a TikTok yet, and I've tried to avoid TikTok for as long as possible, but I think it's going to be. I think it's inevitable now that you've got to be on there as well as all the other ones, and it's just so boring. I hate it. I hate all of it. I mean, I'm going to get rid of Facebook if I get TikTok and it starts like I can't handle more than 2 or 3 because YouTube, you got to count YouTube as well. I can't do that. So if I get TikTok and I commit, Facebook's gone for me. It's dead to me.
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
There's only so much information your brain can take on. We're designed to.
Yeah, I don't want to be
in
on
caves and eat berries. You know what I mean?
I don't want to be looking at things, and I don't want to know this much information. I don't think we're designed to know this much information.
We're not.
I'm getting deep towards the end now.
Yes,
it's like a party. We peaked. I think we definitely peaked in the middle.
It's 3 a.m. at Molly Malone's.
This is 3 a.m. at Molly Malone's sort of chat.
Yeah,
we'll talk about AI in a minute. Have you done your AI episode? Because that's the thing.
No,
I did a couple of intros.
You haven't done
a couple of intros written by AI. But what was really funny is that Jack Hicklin sent me a voice note that day that episode came out, and he sent me a voice note. He's like, "Mate, that is the best intro to a podcast I've ever heard."
And it wasn't you.
And then 2 minutes later, I got another one going, "Oh, it's fucking AI, you bastard."
Yeah, but so I think that's what everyone's talking about now, isn't it? AI. Every podcast I listen to or everything online is all AI. You should do one about drumming. Do you think we'll be replaced?
Nah, next.
No, that was easy. Just cut that. I listened to a thing the other day, and this guy was he was talking about that, and he was like, you know how like cats, you have cats in your house and they just live and you feed them and stuff. And he was welcoming the idea that one day robots will be cats to robots. So we'll just they'll buy us our food and we'll just shit and eat and try and hump the sofa and stuff. And
not far off your life now, is it?
I saw a man pumping a bench last night.
We'll end it there. Tom, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate that.
Thanks. Best of luck with the rest of Groove Garden, getting that all up and running.
Yeah, we'll have to get you guys down when it's done. We'll do a little opening party or something.
Well, hopefully I get a room.
Oh yeah, mate. Hopefully you'll be there 24/7 because then you can manage it.
Give him a room. Don't give him a room. Look at him. He's in a Tesco Value jumper. You want that representing your business?
Yeah, we'll have to change. Things will have to change.
Isn't it weird? The man in the Tesco Valley jumper is the best choice for a room at that place.
Yeah, well, it is the best choice, the value section, isn't it?
True.
Good luck. We'll have to come down and see it when it's all done. Thanks so much, Tom. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Tom.
We'll see you soon. There we go. That was our chat with Tom Earl, soon to be owner of my old coffee machine.
Yeah.
And if that's not a claim to fame, I don't know what is.
And doors.
And doors. James texted me, how many doors you got? 10, mate. I got 10 doors, yeah. That'll be kicking
You
about.
got 10 doors?
Mate, there's so many doors in this place.
Wow.
Think about it.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got 2 on each frame.
Yeah, just to get in. Then the back of the room, in the live room, in the control room, you've got another door at the back to get out to the fire escape.
Yeah, it's a lot of doors.
2 doors, room 3.
Yeah.
Door for the old studio, door for the roof, door for the office.
Wow.
Doors, mate. Have you
ever thought about like if you kept the studio open and you could make I don't know, almost like a sort of a community and you watch films in the live room and then I don't know, just think like a sort of club or something. What could be a name when you've got a 2-door room and you're watching something on the cinema? It's like a community.
Franz Ferdinand.
It'll come to me. I'll think of saying. Anyway.
I did wonder where you were going for a second there. I thought you were having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
But
2-door cinema club.
Yes.
Don't actually say the joke.
Don't.
Right, well, yeah, that was great. That was a great chat with Tom Earl. I'm intrigued to see what you'll leave in, to be honest, because there's a lot of faff. Not faff, but like
not faff,
felt
but
like
very,
a real
very
podcast.
very casual chat. And as
Very
we said
casual.
on the show, maybe it got cut out, but it's maybe one of the first guests we've interviewed where we both previously met him.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Both
Yeah, which
previously met
seems
him,
weird, but yeah, probably
felt comfortable, and yeah, but it is weird because I'm so much looking forward to getting out of this industry, and they're just starting. But
yeah,
best
give
of
them
luck
14 years.
See where I'm 14 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then come chat, because this podcast will still be going.
Yeah.
No, it's exciting for them. They got to do it. It's such a good journey, and you learn so much. And they'll have a great time, I'm sure.
They will.
Well,
speaking of rehearsal rooms, there's my segue.
Beautiful.
I went to a place the other day with the new Lainey Wilson tribute act because she was trying to work out a place where we were all sort of in between, because we all live in different places. Peas Pottage rehearsal studio.
Where?
Peas Pottage.
Peas as in the little vegetable?
As in Pease, yeah, sort of.
Oh, okay.
Peas Pottage is just up from Brighton, and weirdest rehearsal place I've ever been to. Really weird. So you get to this lane, and it says like something school, and that's all that's down this lane. You're going, well, I'm in the wrong place, but I'll follow the sat nav. You're driving down, and then you go past the school, and then you get into a place where it just says police dog training area, and you're like, well, this can't be right. And then you park up, and there's all these cages with birds in them, like ravens and shit. And you're like, well, I can't be in the right place. And I said to someone who just happened to be wandering about, I was like, is this a rehearsal place? He's like, yeah. Because there was all these sort of weird-looking rooms. It kind of felt like you're in a third world camp, And then he said, yeah, you just go up to a room, and if your name's on it, then that's where you're rehearsing. And that was that, And then, so you kind of go up to all these different buildings, and it'll be like, what does that say? Peter Pettigrew. No, that's not us. And then you finally...
Where's Pettigrew come from?
I don't even think that's a real name.
I think it is.
Pettigrew. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think it is.
So, anyway, we finally found Georgie. And we're like, oh, fucking hell, there it is. And you're literally just given a room. No drum kit. There is speakers, but that's it. So I had to bring my own drum kit. But it was really weird, and it was almost like Pirate Studios, but just, I don't know, there was just a guy walking around who fed the birds, and I think it was his place. But I think he just has some farmland and went, what could I do, So he just made a load of rooms, but was like, I'm going to do nothing, There's no drinks. The toilet barely had a light, He just had 4 rooms that might have been soundproof, might not, doesn't matter. It's the middle of nowhere. And just went, I'll open the doors at 5. Your rooms
sort yourselves out
from 6 till 10, and then I'll lock it all up at 11 when you all go home, So mental. But I'm going there again tonight, and I was thinking, that's brilliant business idea, because he doesn't need, I don't know, I mean, everyone wants a bit more money, but it just seemed like he was like, well, I've got some land. And someone was like, have you thought about rehearsals, Undercuts everyone in the local area, I think it was quite cheap. And then, feeds his birds or whatever.
Low cost, high chance of rape.
Yeah, very well. Sadly, that is the first thing people said when they walked in. Like, if you raped or murdered around here, no one would ever know, because it was...
Police dogs would eat you up. Or the birds,
well, this
the
is
vultures.
It. Yeah, I was thinking, are they training these police dogs now? Yeah, this is it. Or maybe that's just a sign to make people
ward people
scared.
off, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
But,
okay. Was the rehearsal good?
So, yeah. So, yeah, really good. So we got
ditch
Tim
those
Love.
shit guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Love's in the band. And I've got Tim Love and my friend Chris. And Chris has come in and made charts, because Chris makes professional charts for theatre stuff. So today I'm going to look through the charts and prep for tonight. But it's really nice because he's doing a sort of musical director role, MD role.
MD
so we'll play the songs, and then he'll just be like,
massive dong.
Yeah.
Derailed you there with that, haven't I?
No, I can't think of anything better than massive dong for MD. But it's quite nice to play with someone that's like telling you what to play, and it actually sounds good. Like, don't rail at the end. I'm like, all right, I won't rail at the end, stuff like that.
What's RAL short for?
Rallentando.
What's RIT short for?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Was it?
Ritenuto.
Ritenuto.
What's the difference between a RIT? Or is it RIT or a Rallentando? Yeah, what's the difference between RAL and RIT? Both slow, but what's the difference?
Does one go out? Does one slow down in time or something weird?
So Rallentando gradually slow down. Ritenuto instant slow down.
All right. Instant slow down.
Yeah.
Does that mean faster?
No, you slow down, but not gradually. You just slow down straight away.
Right. So faster.
No.
But if it's slowing down,
yeah,
and it's instant, doesn't that just mean like stop?
No. You. I'll try and express it with numbers. Let's say you're going from 120 BPM, to 80 BPM.
Yeah.
If you're rallying, you'll go 120, 110, 190, 80.
Yeah.
RIT, you finish when the RIT hits, you jump straight to 80.
Right. See, what I had in my head is a row.
I kept saying the word slow down, and you just kept going, faster? No, slow. Faster?
I think my thing with Rallentando, I've only ever seen it at the end of a song. Yeah. So it's like, so for instant slow down at the end of a song. Huh?
A RIT can still be at the end of a song. You just slow down straight away.
Yeah, but if it's at the end, what are you slowing down to do,
The last bar?
Okay, yeah, if you're doing the last... What, so you play the whole song 120 BPM and then last bar do it 80? For what, bants?
Well, you could... Perhaps an example would be the end of Teenage Dirtbag.
Oh, yeah,
Would be a RIT.
Right.
Right,
that makes sense now.
You instantly slow down. You don't... You hit that last bar at a new tempo.
Right.
Whereas a Rallentando is a more traditional end of a function band song where you just dun dun ka dun 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 da da dun
And
bang.
it keeps slowing down. It doesn't
It slows
slow
down
down to a pace that it stays at. I got you. Yeah.
There we go.
Well, great. Well, Tom Earl, go and check him out. And go and check out Groove Gardens.
Yeah, and we all eagerly await the follow-ups in the Josh Freese saga. Mainly... Oh, I've got another thing.
Brilliant.
Quickly. Delivery chat.
Yep.
Delivery chat. Did you see the news? This is groundbreaking, Delivery Chat, and this is the platform to deliver the news, to hear about the news.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a merger.
Yeah.
Every
Who? Oh, yeah.
and DHL.
Wow. How about that?
Merging, mate. They're merging. Yeah. Merging with DHL to form a new, larger delivery entity. DHL is going to be rebranded as Every Premium, a network of DHL e-commerce, and it is now expected to be one of the largest delivery firms in the UK. So DHL can make use of Every's little fingers in all the little parcels, but Every can also make use of DHL's big international parcel thing. So
Cool.
Big news.
What if Every becomes the best one, you know?
Could be. I mean, maybe that's their plan. It's a
good plan. Great business plan.
You know? Sure.
Well, anyway.
That'll do. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We'll be back next week. Of course we will. Yeah. George, thank you for your time.
No worries. Good luck with the edit, because that was a lot.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. And I've got to do the edit right now.
Yeah.
Because this is coming out tomorrow. And we've put ourselves in a bind. And my ability at the Pro Tools should hopefully get us through.
Exactly.
We'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Drum and Drummer. You can find us on Instagram at Drum and Drummer Podcast. And you can send us an email to drumanddrummerpod@gmail.com. Remember, just pick up the sticks and twat it.